Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the Noon News from Montana's news leader.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on your MTN Statewide News this Friday. I'm Jeanelle Slade. Well, topping Montana news today, a pickup truck involved in a Butte shooting last night is now tied to a Billings murder on Sunday that left a 50-year-old man dead. Billings police report a 21-year-old Billings man is in custody in Butte today after allegedly shooting a 26-year-old Butte man multiple times last night. It happened just after 5:15 at a skate park off of Shields Avenue in Butte. The suspect led police on a pursuit before he crashed his truck and ran. Now, police captured him just a short ways away. Now, just hours before, Billings police had requested the public's help to identify the small, light-colored single-cab pickup truck also involved in a fatal shooting Sunday in Billings. 50-year-old Micah Myron was shot in the front yard of a home on South 31st Street and died soon after at the hospital. Police say there were 2 people in the truck that night and a dog riding in the truck bed. Well, last night's 26-year-old shooting victim is being treated at St. James Healthcare in Butte. There's no word on his condition, and there's also no name on the suspect. Well, a Montana district court will not allow online signature gathering for 2 ballot measures aimed at legalizing marijuana. Judge John Larson denied that request yesterday. Earlier this month, a group wanting to put marijuana legalization on the November ballot filed the lawsuit against the state and the Secretary of State, Corey Stapleton. In that lawsuit, filed in Lewis and Clark County, New Approach Montana argued because of the pandemic, it wouldn't be ethical to gather signatures in person. Now, New Approach Montana says it will consider an appeal and options moving forward. Well, as our state camping spots open today, we are hoping that comes with good weather, and Ed McIntosh is standing by now to let us know.
We cleared things out a little bit yesterday with the showers and thunderstorms that moved across the region. So today, let's take a look. We backed the clock up to about this time yesterday, and you can watch that storm system move from the southwest corner of the state and just moved all the way up into the northeastern portion of Montana by the time we started getting into early this morning. And with that, we not only got some rain, but where you see the flickers across your screen, that was all lightning storms that started to develop. One of the stronger storms we've seen so far this season. That also brought some reports of wind around Livingston, gusts up to about 55 miles an hour with up to half-inch hail around Helena and Butte. Closer look at the weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Ed. Well, the Blackfeet tribe today reports a tribal member has died as a result of COVID-19. Tribal officials note the individual was not on the Blackfeet reservation at the time of their passing. This news comes as the state reports there are no new confirmed coronavirus cases today, and there are now 56 active cases across the state. Also in Browning, a group of women is stepping up to help the Navajo Nation in southwestern United States. Now, the people there, 1,000 miles away, are facing a high rate of COVID-19. Blackfeet sewing warriors are making masks for Navajo Nation. Lola Weipert has been sewing her entire life. She typically sews ribbon skirts, but switched to making masks during this pandemic. Her sewing warrior team started to help. So far, the group has donated almost 850 masks to keep their community safe. 325 of those masks are now on their way to the Navajo Nation.
For us, all of our tribes we always consider each other brothers and sisters, and we need to help each other out. I just put it out there and said, hey, I said, I'm going to sew masks. If whoever wants to join, let me know. And I had a lot of ladies step up and say, hey, I want to do this. And I've had donations of fabric and thread and elastic, and it was just awesome.
Now, Weipert estimates the women each worked 3.5 hours each day for 7 days a week sewing the masks. The group is still accepting donations of fabric and other sewing supplies. Well, the Northern Cheyenne stay-at-home order will now run until May 8th, and the Crow tribe restrictions will continue until the 14th. All non-essential businesses on the Crow reservation will remain closed. Private gatherings outside of residences will not be allowed for another 2 weeks, and any visitors must still self-quarantine for 14 days. Now, people living on the Northern Cheyenne reservation will be under a 10 p.m. curfew. Open burning and fireworks are also banned there until next Friday. Now, the Crow tribe has reported 2 cases of COVID-19 among tribal members. Just one of those is active. The Northern Cheyenne tribe has no reported cases of coronavirus. Well, as Gallatin Valley reopens amid the pandemic, the main focus, the Bozeman Yellowstone International Airport and its future. Over the next year, that local economy could see $500 million of negative impact due to lack of air travel.
Much like society in general, we'll see many changes. We're down, 70% in business jet traffic. We're down 95% in passengers.
Now, the airport could also see all nonstop service to the East Coast shut down this summer. Well, in Kalispell, the woman accused of hitting a 6-year-old Jordana Hubble with her vehicle last November pleaded not guilty yesterday. Patricia Berliner was charged with felony criminal endangerment for that crime. Court documents say Hubble was leaving her school bus when she was hit and thrown approximately 60 feet. Berliner was released on her own recognizance. Her trial is set for August 17th. Jordana is still recovering from her injuries at a children's hospital in Texas. In Anaconda, the Atlantic Richfield Company and the city have finally reached a deal to clean up 100 years of smelter contamination. Most of the town's yards and attics test for high levels of arsenic. ARCO will dedicate $100 million over the next 5 years to change that. Anaconda will also receive $29 million from the company to stimulate the economy. City officials say they will invest a portion of that money to build a hotel, hoping to boost tourism to the town. Still ahead on your new news, how nurses in one Montana town are thanking their community for all of the recent support. The time now is 12:07, but first, Ed's up next with your statewide weather forecast.